friends, it is Olga and I'm currently in Ukraine. I'm originally from Kiev region and from Kiev, and I'm here to tell you what's happening now. Interesting news from Ukraine, from inside of the country. First of all, I've got information that Belarusian partisans, they help Ukrainian people, and they try to stop Russian machinery on the way to Ukrainian Belarusian border. Actually, what they do, as you know, Putin use Belarusian railway to transport heavy machinery, heavy military weapon, and so these Belarusian partisans, they put some metallic wire on the railway, and if the wire this wire will be on the this railway on the way, the managers there, they will receive some signals that something happened with this route, and there is some obstacle and it's danger for train, so they have to stop movement and check this place and eliminate this because they don't know what is there, but they receive signals that there is some obstacle and it is on the railway, and they should find it, they should search it, find it and eliminate it, and to free this railway for Russian military weapon. And it takes time, and I got information that they doing this even 20 times per day, and 20 times per day Russian trains with Russian heavy weapons should stop, and so that's why Belarusian partisans, they help Ukrainian people, they stop this movement of this heavy Russian weapon by Belarusian railways. And also another thing that I know from people, that a lot of Belarusians, as I told you before, Belarus people, they are like our brothers, our people, Ukrainian people and Belarusian people, they may be one of the closest. We have a lot of friendly countries, but Belarusian language and Belarusian culture and Belarusian people, they maybe is the closest to Ukrainian, because we even do not need any translation for to understand Belarusian language. For example, I never learned Belarusian language, but I can watch their news and I understand everything they talking about. So our cultures are very similar, and that's why we have some brotherhood relationships, even much more closer than with Russians. So I got an information that Belarusian men, they don't want to be mobilized in this military offices and to become soldiers and be a part of Belarusian army in future, because everything could happen, and if there will be no soldiers, and Putin will receive an agreement from Lukashenko, from Belarusian dictator, that he will give him people, give him soldiers and new soldiers. Simple men from Belarus, they could be mobilized, they could become soldiers against their will. So they understand it now, and a lot of Belarusian men, they escaped from Belarus unofficially, and they hide in Ukraine now. So they hide in Ukraine here unofficially, like civilian people, and so they don't want to be part of Belarusian and so Russian army and make war with Ukrainians. That's another very positive news. And also I know this news about that in Russia now also problems with food. I mean that people felt this crisis, felt the economics of Russia in bad condition, and as elder people who know bad times, who are more experienced, they first of all they run to food stores and started to buy everything, especially cereals, meat, preserved food, then salt, oil. This how to say it is from sunflower oil, for roasting something. Also, some products that could be stored for a long time. Also, a lot of people even fight in food stores in Moscow for sugar. There is a huge number of people that want to buy this food and preserve it, because everyone feel in Russia that the economics is in bad condition. I also watched a lot of Russian bloggers and vloggers that are crying because Instagram will be closed in Russia, that McDonald's will be closed in Russia, that IKEA will be closed in Russia, that Ford and other cars, trading marks, they will be closed in Russia. So people there feel that problems exist, and it will be worse and worse. Of course, Putin and people, his journalists, so-called, they tell people that it's all bad Western countries. It was all bad West that want to destroy Russia, that we are so, fluffy and innocent, and West want to destroy us, and that's why they do this thing with Russian economics. And in Russia no one almost tell about war. So people there, mostly, especially from small towns, from some deep inside Russia villages, they do not know about war at all. They know that there is some special operation, military operation in Ukraine of Russian army, and the goal of Russian army to stop violence, to bring peace, and actually they do not know truth at all, and so they believe that it's really bad. West try to punish Russia without any reason, so they don't know about Ukraine at all. So that's another new. And what is positive, if we return to Ukraine these days, our army made a huge and very important strike on the Russian military base in Ukraine near Kherson, in a village called Chornobaivka. There is a huge airport and it was full of military helicopters, combat helicopters, planes, soldiers, and other machinery, and our planes and heavy artilleristic systems destroy it completely. Maybe it was also used Bayraktar. It's flying special without pilots. This I don't know how to call you. You may search what is Bayraktar. I don't know how to call properly in English, but anyway, it's a really very useful thing, and it destroyed a lot of Russian machinery. So they destroyed once all of it, and all that was on that, in Chornobaivka, a lot of combat helicopters, a lot of military helicopters and planes and other, as I told you. And second time, a few days or I don't know later, it means these days they Russian bring from Crimea again a lot of combat helicopters, again the same machinery, and our army did a powerful strike and multi strike. I mean, it's not one but a lot of them at once, and destroyed all of it. And there was a military also general. It is really high, how to say, a high person and important person in army. It's general, and he was destroyed there too. Because of that strike, very powerful multi-strike, and it means that they what they planned, what Russian planned to move to closer to Zaporizhia, deeper on the south from the Crimea, deeper up. If you look on the Ukrainian map, from the Crimea in the central Ukraine, also they want to move west to Odessa and to Mariupol from that base in Chornobaivka, but it is second time per this maybe week, or I don't know, at nearest days, all machinery, all that air machinery was destroyed. There it is a very positive thing, because Russians now they really shocked about that. And actually I heard that even it's not second powerful strike there, but six powerful strike there on that Chornobaivka Ukrainian army do, and every time they lost a lot of planes, helicopters, people, sorry. And there is a question, and a lot of people ask why Russian army has killed already by Ukrainians such big number of generals, because actually colonels, generals, and so important people in army, they never they never on the first line, they never take part in fights. They sit somewhere backwards, and they just command using some special secured cell phones, the secured channels to command what soldiers should do. But it's very hard to kill general. It's harder to kill colonel than simple soldier, that they are dying all the time. And now I understood from the sources of mass media. I watched some videos, I listened to experts, and they said that Russian army have very bad connection, have very bad this connection by phone, or that secured connection to talk, and that's why it is really bad, and it cannot work on the long distances. So generals to command, they should come closer to that fights, and give some tell soldiers and that combat units what to do. And because of that bad connection, bad phones they had or something, I believe it's called ERA or something, so they should come closer, and that's why Ukrainians destroy them often than it should be, because it's 2 generals per week Ukrainian army destroys all the time. So this multiple strike of Ukrainian army near Chornobaivka, it is really very good thing, and that will stop Russians for a while, of course. And so they should once again search and make these columns with techniques, and use that bridge to Crimea, and through the Crimea go upper to Kherson, and again try to to make this base. Maybe, I don't know if they will seventh time will use the Chornobaivka airport, or I don't know, or they do not have any other place. But Chornobaivka all the time, Ukrainian army all the time destroys their base there. So that is positive news. And also in my previous video I told you that on the Kiev direction, Kievan direction from the northern west, our army made attack on Russians and make them step back on 70 kilometers closer to Belarusian-Ukrainian border. So it is very, very positive that we freed at least 16 villages and towns on some direction now. So Ukrainian army try to not wait, but try to destroy some bases of Russian army, and so they cannot create this enough number of machinery of units they need to attack once again, to try to attack once again. So it is a positive thing. And also I talked to people from Chernihiv. I also watched video from Mariupol, and there is in Mariupol people, they just heroes because they surrounded by Russian army, and this military unit, Polk Azov, they fight, and they still keep this surrounded Mariupol as Ukrainian city. I watched today video that the officer of police there, of course now he is like a military person, like a soldier, he asks for help. They need more powerful weapons, they need support, and he asked for help everyone. And I want to also to repeat his what he asked. He asked for this powerful system against planes, not Stingers, but big huge vehicles with these systems that destroy planes in the air, because bombardments, they're just terrible. And I don't know how much people there stayed and how they can survive without water, food, stores, electricity, warming. They just die there. And so Mariupol needs help. It is still Ukrainian city, but people there just dying, civilian people just dying, and also military people asking for help, because with to be surrounded by during days, they cannot survive, and they cannot keep this defense long time. That is my news for today. And also I may say that Chernihiv under bombardments, Bucha, this Popasna near Donbass, Volnovakha, these towns and cities, they are in critical state. They just need help. People there, I don't know how they survive, because you maybe watched my previous video how I slept in underground shelter, but I had electricity, I had warming, I had food, water. And imagine if you are living in such conditions under ruins without anything, how long you will survive. And there is a lot of people, like children, like disabled people, like people who need some medicaments, for example, with diabetes, with oncology, with some, for example, maybe they cannot walk properly and need someone's help. So these cities, they need help. If you can do some help, go to Ukrainian embassy and say that you want to find official volunteers, and they will tell you how you may help, what kind of things they need now. And now I will end my video for today. um, I'm worried about, of course, my country, my people, because I have friends from Chernihiv, for example, from Bucha, and I have no connection with them, and I worry all the time, if they still alive, if they need something, and it is completely very, I'm a little bit safe now, but I'm still thinking about that. And also, when I behind my window I have road, and when I hear a car, someone passes by or something, um, I feel this little bit like stress, some that it is sound the same like a missile flying, passing by and flying by, and it is huge stress even for me. Now I understand this. I can, analyze myself, and I understand that even cars that passing by make me be scared, because I feel I'm thinking that it is like missile flying by. So it is. I cannot imagine what level of stress these people from Chernihiv, Mariupol, Bucha have, because my village, my and town around, they it wasn't in the center of fights. I wasn't in this fight when I see planes under my head. I see helicopters, strikes, powerful and something, and but these people, they live just inside this, and I just cannot imagine how they can, um, stay stable, and their mental health should be cured by, not one month after that, if they will survive. So if you may help someone, go to Ukrainian embassy and ask what kind of help they need. This official, special official, of course, volunteers. So now I will unsure end my video. Thank you for watching. See you next time. I will try to keep you updated. Bye.